Welcome, Geralt.
Forgive me. I don't remember your name.
For you do not know it, but I know you. By reputation.
I should warn you, Dandelion takes many liberties in his ballads.
I have confidence in my source. The mermaid, Shinaz.
Mermaid?
Yes. Why are you surprised?
What did Shinaz tell you?
That you prevented conflict between the Prince of Aglaval and the inhabitants of the underwater city of Iz. Thanks to you and your friends, humans and the Vodianoi of Iz tolerate one another.
Encouraging. I hope all goes well here.
Shinaz mentioned your intelligence. I invite you to use it. Speak with the Vodianoi chaplain and the human named Julian.
Who are you?
They call me the Lady of the Lake.
Is that a talkative fisherman your servant?
Servant, no. Women on occasion need men. To secure food and protection, naturally.
I see.
Hosts of knights once defended my honor, but that was long ago. My poor, sickly Fisher King alone remains.
Milady, they say I returned to life, but lost my memory. Can you help me?
I know you didn't return by chance. First, you must answer. Do you believe in destiny?
I do.
In answering my question, you have answered your own.
Destiny brought me here?
I am no mistress of fate. I have seen your past and your future, yet I can speak of neither.
I hoped for guidance.
Very well. Even if you never know yourself, and forces propel you like wind carries a leaf, it is worth remaining a decent man.
I'll remember, milady.
Good.
Let's speak more.
Yes?
Milady, what happened to those hosts in shining armor?
I fought the legend of the Holy Grail. My bold knights, I know not why, determined to embark on a mission. They claimed it their destiny to find the Holy Grail. Alas, my powers cannot vanquish destiny. I failed at guiding the poor wretches onto the right path.
The Grail was never found?
Just so. Know you the legend of the Grail?
I lost my memory.
Speak with a hermit watching over the graves of those brave seekers. Though boring, he knows the Grail's legend perfectly.
I'll visit him.
If you return intent on a mission of paramount importance, believe me, I can be unpleasant.
Farewell. Berengar, mysterious witcher and outcast. I finally found him.
Doing here? What do you want, Witcher?
I've been looking for you, Berengar, for some time. I have some questions.
You mean you're not looking for that legendary suit of armor? Well, you'll have to wait, because a Wraith and some Brookside will be here any minute. You think you can handle them?
Think I can't?
Fine. Play tough. As that old stooge Vesemir used to say, let's fight and see.
I can hear them coming. Get ready.
I've been ready since childhood. Those bastards at Kaer Morhen saw to that.
Was that necessary?
Nice style, but not perfect. During a half pirouette, you leave your groin unprotected.
I don't think so.
I'll demonstrate when we get out of here.
I don't intend to discuss swordplay. What do you know about Salamandra?
Straight to the point. Know why I'm laughing, Geralt?
No.
I'm laughing at you. So witchily, fast, deadly, and sure of yourself, with your unwavering sense of what's right. Think you're better than me?
I don't know, but I don't want to fight you.
Oh, that's right. The code forbids it.
Watch it. Here they come again.
That was easy enough.
Berengar, I'm not about to get killed by a few Bruxae, if that's what you were hoping for. Let's talk.
Who said I wanted to talk? You gonna force me?
I hadn't intended to. I was thinking
That since we're both witchers, somehow we'd come to an agreement? To me, you're no better than that scoundrel, the professor. You're just a bigger hypocrite.
So you worked with Salamandra after all?
I never said that.
Shit.
Looks like we're done here.
Can we talk?
Fine, but not here. Let's...
Finally.
don't like this. We can talk by the fire. 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 All right,
I'd best start at the beginning.
What the hell? It's a simple story. They found me some time ago and the professor made me an offer I couldn't refuse. You know the kind. Help us or we'll feed you your balls. I did what I had to do. It's funny. They remind me of Witchers. Never had a choice, with them or you. The Witchers made me a mutant. The professor made me a criminal. An outcast twice over. I escaped as soon as I could. They got nothing out of me. I didn't sell anyone out. And then I came here.
You mentioned a suit of armor?
You don't know the legend? I thought every little Witcher had heard it.
Tell me.
The legend, as legends do, tells of a great warrior. It's more boring than Dandelion's ballad about you, which is hardly possible. But it turns out our hero employed Witcher's fighting techniques while wearing armor. Was he a Witcher? Who knows?
Sounds interesting.
They called him Raven. He had connections to gnome inventors with superior technical knowledge. In their secret workshops beneath Mount Carbon, they created a suit of armor both durable and light. Perfect for a Witcher.
A legendary suit of armor. I should do some treasure hunting.
Good luck. I suspect Raven was buried in it, and I have long scoured cemeteries in hopes of finding it.
Know anyone who could tell me more about the armor?
The local blacksmith is an inventor and knows the legend. You could also try the elven handyman.
I'll do that.
Yeah?
You mentioned an imperfection in my defense.
Yes. You leave your groin open when you do a half spin. A beginner would notice. I even know why.
Care to tell me?
To do a half spin correctly, you need to have both legs in working order. One of yours was crushed once.
Possibly.
So it goes. Live by the sword, die by the sword.
I heard you're attempting to resolve the conflict between humans and the Vodyanoi.
What? Did they send you here to dissolve my contract? Fine by me. Take it.
What contract?
The one negotiating a peace between humans and the Vodyanoi. Both sides came to me. I have no intention of pursuing it, and the job will fit your sainted legend perfectly.
Do I sense envy?
Don't flatter yourself. I have only contempt for people like you.
Don't digress.
My take? Cull one of the two sides, and the rest will fall into place.
Know where I can find the friendly Vodian priest?
By the Lady of the Lake's altar on the shore. Sometimes the dragon worshippers drive him away, so wait for him. If it's not beneath you.
I see.
Yeah?
Farewell.
Kedmil.
Greetings.
When the chaos of war surrounds us, few care for beauty and harmony.
You're a craftsman?
Craftsmen produce useful items.
There are quite a number of you.
We escaped from Vizima. The wounded and sick lie in the cave. If you like, speak without...
Any trouble from the inhabitants here?
The Lady of the Lake reigns in this land. We're safe here.
The Lady of...
The goddess of this land.
I think I get it.
You'll understand when you meet her.
I'm looking for information on Raven's armor.
The legendary Witcher's armor. It has unique magical quality.
I'm listening.
It was made in the gnomes' workshops, but finished by elves. The songmaster, Tayan Sal, took an interest in Raven's armor and worked for 12 days straight. Each movement of his chisel accompanied by a song of power. Legend says that in battle, the armor sang for Raven a song of victory, adding to his confidence and calming him.
A beautiful story. Do you know if any records of these songs remain?
I would look in crypts if I were you. Find the tomb of the elven songmaster. Objects belonging to him in life must lie in or near his sarcophagus.
Farewell.
When will we stop fleeing?
I'm tired of...
Geralt, I'm not surprised to see you. It's me, Sheridan. Recognize me?
Sheridan?
Apparently not. You were busy.
It's been some time.
True, Geralt. And see what's come of it. You work hard, you pay taxes, then come the pogroms. You flee as they torch your tavern.
Hard times.
Good you're here.
Why are you here?
Same as the rest, eating berries and dreaming of my place on Earth.
Try doing something else. Guerrilla warfare can be dangerous.
I've survived that. Humans prevented me from living as I wished to. Disdainful times. More bad luck round the corner.
Fair.
Greetings, Geralt.
Greetings.
Have you forgotten me? Much time has passed since our encounter at the end of the world.
I lost my memory.
No matter. I am called to Ruviel, and I am pleased to find you again.
Me too.
What brings you here?
You mentioned we met.
In Dol Blatana, the Valley of the Flowers. A most beautiful place. I granted Dandelion the lute he now plays. Meeting you changed me. I once hated humans without exception. Your words planted doubt. When the war brought all that hatred, I realized there was another way.
I'm glad.
As am I, Witcher.
Is there any way I can help?
Indeed. We're wounded and hungry. Negotiations with the peasants went poorly. Our dignity is all we have left.
What can I do?
You could buy fresh bread. 20 orange should cover 5 loaves.
I'll return soon.
When will this end?
Why stay and rot here?
Who has the lady led to me?
Greetings. My name is Geralt.
A witcher? Here to deal with the noon wraiths?
More or less.
I lead the life of a hermit with few luxuries, but make yourself. I can offer water, food, and a game of dice.
By your speech, I assume you're well educated.
Correct. I spent most of my life serving King Foltest as a diplomat.
Would it be forward if I asked what inspired you to seek isolation?
I can only state that I left when the Lady of the Lake summoned me to serve her.
Don't you get bored?
I brought my library when I went into exile. I used the knowledge in the books of herbs to prepare potions for the people of Murky Waters, who provide food in exchange.
Your knowledge could be useful.
Years of solitude have allowed me to copy some of my books many times over. I would be delighted to know these copies were of use to another.
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
Who lies beneath the kurgans I saw before your hermitage?
Knights who died serving the lady over the ages. Gavender defended her honour against the Black Skull Knight. Elavera perished at the foot of her altar fighting a water beast. Boar's tomb is symbolic, for the knight was lost on a holy mission. The last is for Renard, an ordinary innkeeper who stopped customers from pissing in the lake.
Who lies beneath the fifth mound?
The last stands empty, awaiting a new champion.
Who lies beneath the
Knight?
Do you take care of the kurgan?
Indeed. That is how I serve the lady. Her power is strong near the kurgans. At night, sometimes you can speak with the lady's champions. From them
Who is...
I know her to be a goddess. At times I see her dressed in white, traversing the fields through morning fog, her bare feet stepping lightly over the dewy grass.
Do you like her?
I love her. I believe the lady is not of this world. Mysteriously, she affects the entire area, safeguarding its people and granting them abundance. Yet her influence is subtle, and she never imposes her power.
Intriguing.
How can I help?
Can I ask you something?
What is it?
I heard you're an expert on the legend of the Holy Grail.
You seek the Holy Grail?
I might. Let's talk for...
Know that the legend of the Holy Grail has been studied for centuries. It's been interpreted in myriad ways.
You must know an abridged version. Say, 3 theories?
There are hundreds. But all right, 3. The classic theory, of which I myself am a proponent. The conspiracy theory. And finally, one of the most mysterious. The philosophical or mystical. Which one first?
Tell me the classic theory.
Good choice. The Grail is a cup, a powerful magical object, whose meaning cannot be fathomed by even the most powerful sorcerers. This chalice possesses the power to heal all diseases, poisonings, and wounds, and pain will turn into power.
Sounds like Dandelion's ballads, only...
All who drink from this miraculous cup are healed.
Let's move on to the conspiracy theory.
This was popularized by Bronze Dan and begins with a convoluted theory about the derivation of the word Grail. Bronze Dan concludes that the Grail is actually the descendants of the prophet Lebioda.
Enough of this conspiracy talk.
Good choice. The Grail is a cup, a powerful magical object, whose meaning cannot be fathomed by even the most powerful sorcerer. This chalice possesses the power to heal all diseases.
Sounds like Dandelion's ballads, only...
All who drink from this miraculous cup are healed.
Let's move on to the conspiracy theory.
This was popularized by Bronze...
Go on.
These... The theory...
Enough genealogy.
Which theory?
The
The Grail. This
What do you say?
I serve the lady.
What?
At the end of your journey, the Grail may prove to be entire.
Thank you.
How
Can I?
what?
Why does the Lady of the Lake seem skeptical about the search for the Holy Grail?
Many fine knights set out seeking the Grail, abandoning their roles as guardians of peace and justice under the guidance of the Fisher King and the Lady of the Lake. Now the Fisher King is mute and the knight's gone. I think the lady must be very lonely.
But she's a goddess.
You know not how lonely a goddess. Do you think goddesses cannot be lonely? The gods ultimately created us in their own image.
Anything
I do have a problem.
How can I?
There's a druid's ring nearby with an ancient statue of the goddess. The place is saturated with the power and attracts dangerous entities.
Not surprised.
The wild hunt began haunting the ring recently.
I have dealt with the hunt. What would you like me to do?
Kill 9 phantoms, a hallowed number of the druids. Perhaps the appearance of a witcher will drive off the king of the hunt. As your reward, you may have a book on vampires, ownership of a hut, or a
I can do that.
Remember this. The king of the hunt is a powerful opponent, and no mortal, not even you, can hope to defeat him.
So how do I fight him?
Find mandrake root by the kurgans near my hut. The magic herb will keep the king of the hunt at bay. Merely light the candle that stands within the ring and sprinkle mandrake upon the flame.
Yeah, that sounds helpful.
Gamers. Assemble.